How you doing, everybody? This is Grubs, or Sir Grubs, or Paul, whatever, either or, all the way from Australia, recording a sexy new Minecraft LP on the Schlickcraft server. We're going to be building some pretty cool stuff, redstone, and pretty much a all-rounder Minecraft survival multiplayer server. Alright, so let's get straight into it. There we go. So, Matt's server, apparently. Super Tesseract, Schlickcraft. You won't be able to get in because it's whitelisted. No one's online. Perfect. Logging in. So, I'm not going to record all the time in this LP. Like, I'll probably go off and do things and then come back to it. I've already obviously done some things. I'm like an admin on this server, as I kind of build a lot of community things, like for this giant mob dropper thing. Works pretty well at the moment, being the only one online, of course. Hello. So I'll walk you through some of the things I've built. Okay, so this is the mob dropper. You can turn it on and off with this, and that uses those white snow blocks, the ones that have the redstone on. I think it looked quite cute. If you look up the side, it runs up the side of the column, the building, and it just turns on all the lights, disabling the entire mob dropper. I've never used it, but you might as well have it and not use it than have to have it and not want to use it and not have it. So I put a little instruction for noobs who come in and just fiddle with things. So when it's on, spawning is enabled, so it helps. Over here we've got the toggleable AFK farm, which just literally lowers that by one block. Hang on, I'll just vanquish these demons. There you go. And you get a whole bunch of XP doing this. So now all the mobs, I'm hoping, will just, from that extra drop, dies instantly, like that. And now you have to hit them, so you get the XP that way. And I put some furnaces here. That's from all the drops from zombies. That's, holy shit. That's, more or less holy shit. This I got to get rid of. I filled it up with netherrack from the nether portal over there. I'll show you. This little mechanism. Oh, by the way, we're under the water, which I covered with pumpkins. From bird's eye view, it looks pretty sexy. Pretty Schlickcraft. Okay. This mechanism here, this roller coaster, you sit in it, you hit this button. Now I realised if you just stand at the bottom waiting for mobs to drop, it takes ages. I realised when you go up and down in my creative, when I went up and down by flying, up and down and up and down, it seemed to like mix up the mobs inside this contraption in these spawning pits, and it seems to like bring them back to life, and they start trying to locate you, or they just move around more, and they all fall in the water. So what you do is you do this maybe 3 or 4 times, 5 tops. So I go one, those ones, and then you keep going up and down. I mean, it looks a bit odd. You have this floating railway. I put it on half slopes. I thought that looked pretty sick, but you do this a couple of times or a few times, and then you go back down, and the drops are just amazing. Like you fill up that little pit that I was attacking mobs in, with about 50 mobs. Haven't lit up all the caves yet. I've lit up a lot of them though. You can see all the pumpkins. Big perfect circle. It's a big circle around the And you over here, it just freaking fills up. It's crazy. So there's an idea that I like the actual design of the mob dropping thing. Oh shit. The actual design of the mob drop, the spawning pads, is something I saw on a Sumo Void video. I don't know if you know him. If you saw this video, I'm assuming you know him because he's a lot more well-known LPer than most. Sumo Void did some tests, and I'm using his design mostly. Maybe a few added adjustments, but nothing worth noting. However, this roller coaster thing that I was playing around with in creative really makes it something. I've got to replace these candles or these torches with pumpkins, I reckon. I haven't got pumpkins. Yeah, and just having a look at this facility. So this facility has like a cross. So you got this is where the portal is, enchanting room, because you get XP from this. So I thought it'd be clever to have an enchanting room. You go through the portal out the other side. I think it's pretty cute. Over here you got some holding layers, some holding chests for stuff. Here you've got, workbench, furnaces if you want to furnace some stuff while you're waiting for mobs to drop. And so you've seen all this, and then over here is the mine shaft. So I used a strip mine. Now I've been strip mining for so long now, like, hours of strip mining, and I've pretty much strip mined. Well, we'll take this slowly. Might as well eat while I'm going up this ladder. Sorry, let's climb up a bit. So this is the next kind of level. I built this just recently because I needed wood, and it turns out in the middle of an ocean biome. Well, hang on. Let's stop here for a second. The reason why I'm in the middle of an ocean biome is because instead of lighting up the surface of like 275 radius, or whatever the radius is that I looked up, of the surface of the world, I figured that if I went to an ocean where angry mobs don't really spawn, well, they can't spawn in water. It would save me a lot of time running around with torches, making sure everything's lit up, and also it looks terrible when you have just torches everywhere sporadically. So instead, I went to an ocean, and then I realized the ocean was good because the first 15 to 20 blocks is completely occupied by ocean water, making like caving much easier because there's less to cave. There's less, like, where I'm standing now is where's usually water. I had to dig this from water. And, from like this point downwards, there's just a considerable less amount of land to find caves in, and it made it easier to light them all up. Or, I'm probably at about 80% of the caves. Oh shit. 80% of the caves lit up, which is making that mob dropper thing work quite effectively. Oh, this is a small little tree farm because, like I said, lived in the ocean, or I've been living in the ocean since I started on this server, and wood is something that you like to use for aesthetic purposes, functional purposes, practical purposes, all the purposes. So I put some trees here. And pumpkins. I love using pumpkins. They're such a good source of light, and lightstone's good, but pumpkins. So this is a community place. Yeah, all my stuff's here. So I'm thinking about making this is my stuff. Somehow fit them all these chests usually. I got 8 furnaces. This is how I usually do a setup here. 8 furnaces and a workbench. Check out my bloody stuff from the strip mine. Look how many diamonds I got. I don't know. Gold. I've been using some of the golds for the powered rails. Lapis, I don't know what I'm going to do with lapis, but I'm probably going to decorate with lapis blocks. I got a lot of enchanted picks recently because that dropper mob spawn has been working a lot more effectively. I can start getting a lot of XP. I got bloody redstone and coal at the wazoo. It's a ridiculous amount. Look at that. Jesus Christ. I mean, I do use redstone, but unless you're building like a supercomputer, you won't need that much redstone. And it just drops and just farm stuff, but netherrack because I got so much netherrack. So my plan is, at some point in the very near future, and I've already started it, to build a secret kind of depot for me for all my good shit. Look at all that iron and gunpowder, japper, and of course stone. Got a small farm, wheat farm that I've been living off pumpkins to make all the pumpkins. This pumpkin thing goes for ages. You get about just over a stack of pumpkins from just mining that. There's a little thing I saw on an Ethos. Well, I don't know if Ethos created it. I'm pretty sure he didn't. I think he credited somebody else. You push the button, snow golem goes here, hit it with snow, you get all the snow and you make stuff out of snow. I usually use my snow to hold redstone because redstone, one, you can't really accidentally destroy a snow block with a super pick because it doesn't seem to affect it, and just white seems to stand out, so it's wiring.